Hello, all of you guys. Today, the topic of description is getting to know about the data. For example, if you have any kind of data, then the first step is how you will recognize the data, which type of patterns the data has, and how can we get extract the knowledge from the data. So, that is actually the uh, basic basic point of data mining. The first step for getting the data know is that data objectives and attributes. If we discuss about the data object, is a region of storage that contain a value or group of values. For example, here we have a student. A student considered as an object, and the second thing is attributes. A data attributes is a single value descriptor for a data objective. For example, a student has many attributes like he has his name, he has his ID, student ID, his score for a particular subject. So these will be considered as attributes. So when we know about what is the object and what is the attributes, we can recognize the data, that which type of data is there. Now the attributes are further subdivided into other parts, that will be the numerical attributes, binary attributes, ordinal attributes, nominal attributes, discrete versus continuous attributes. Particularly, if we understand the attributes types, then we can better understand the data. That how can we handle the data? How can we analyze the data? For example, if there is a nominal data, then that can be a ID number, eyes color, zip codes, and if there is a ordinal data, then that will be a ranking. For example, taste of potatoes chips are a scale from 1 to grade. For example, in particular statistics, like we are giving a score to something, uh, like we want to we have Likert 5 scales that comes from strongly agree to disagree, like that. These variables are belongs to ordinal attributes. Then we have the intervals. Basically we divide the our data into intervals. For example, if we have the age group, if we are the age group, particularly when we want to fill up the questionnaire from the respondents, they are not supposed to tell their actual age, then we just divide the age into the intervals. That is called the interval attributes. Then we have the ratio, like the Kelvin scales, and we have also ratio numbers. There are also attributes. Then if we know about all the attributes types, then we can recognize better what is the data, which attributes the data belongs, and how can we overcome with that attributes. That will be basically uh, give us the idea how can we extract information from the data. Here is another example. I have data set that is about the airport. Here you can see the airport is basically the object. Now what is the attributes of that objects are aircraft movements, passenger, cargo, and and mails that they send to other people. Then we have the second number, that is the basic statistical descriptions of data. The second number is basic statistical description of the data. That consists of measuring the central tendency. I hope you are aware of the mean, median, and mode. Then, if we know about mean and median, and if you want to if you will calculate the um, central tendency of each attributes, then we can know that where the data is the data is scattered from their being, so that we can extract the noisy data. And there is also another measuring the dispersion of data, that is the range, quartile variance, and box plots also a good example of to understand the outliers of the data. Here is the example of the box plot, how we can understand the data. Like, it's divide the data into 5 intervals, like minimum values, maximum, max, and lower quartile, median, and the upper quartile. And here you can see another example, that the let me point out yeah, here you can see this is the Vixar plot, and this is the median, and this is the minimum value, and this is the maximum value, and these are the outliers here. These are outliers. Basically we just observe these, how these outliers will help us how to smooth the data, like we will extract them, we will just remove them from our data set, so that we can make our data set smooth. That was all about today. If you have any question, you can ask from me. Thank you. Then the next part will be the data visualization techniques I will upload. And beside, if you have any question, you can ask from me. And if you don't know much about the mean, median, or how to calculate them, I will tell you. I will also just commit me. I will just next in the next section I will upload a video about that also.